So, when was cancer discovered? Believe it or not, cancer is actually older than us. As we all know, cancer involves cells of a living being. So that means that it is possible that dinosaurs had cancer or any other living being from the past. Cancer was also discovered in the bones or the DNA of the mummies from ancient times. Medical conditions back then were really bad, especially when you are in the hands of barber surgeons. Barber surgeons were the commonest medical practitioners of the Middle Ages. They handled amputation of body parts with cancer with these wonderful tools. Based on the photos that I showed, you can infer that the medical conditions back then were unsanitary too. Here are some examples of places where barber surgeons did their surgeries. It wouldn't be surprising if I tell you that patients were scared of doctors back then. I mean, who wouldn't be, right? If you also look at the surgical mortality rate in the past, it was between 45 and 65% for amputations. It also did not help that treatments that were provided by apothecaries, which were people who sold medicine and drugs in the past, were boar's tooth, fox lungs, tincture of lead, ground white coral, and other equally unlikely remedies. Galileo and Newton looked for scientific methods of studying cancer. Soon, Harvey was able to perform an autopsy on a person with cancer, which enabled scientists to study how cancer works and how it spreads throughout the body. There are also some people who played significant roles in the study of cancer and surgery. These people, Galen, Archigenes, and Leonides, were ancient Greek and Greco-Roman and had written up step-by-step procedures on surgical treatment of cancer. As I read it, I noticed that these people are trying to avoid blood loss as much as possible and trying to do the procedure as fast as possible too, because they did not have anesthesia back then. Archigenes even states that the operation should only be done to a person who is strong enough to cope with it. Here are some interesting photos that I found during my research. In this photo, you can see cancer in its advanced stage. The photo shows a before and after surgery of the removal of her tumor. This photo gives doctors of today an idea of what cancer in its advanced stages looked like. Back in the day, when people of high status with cancer had their photos taken, photographers would make an effort in hiding their client's tumor. However, if a person belonged to the lower class, the photographers didn't care. And based on the photo, you can infer that this person belonged to the lower class. If a person has tongue cancer, it was either their tongue was removed completely or a surgery like this was performed on them.